going, everybody? It's the IkesTechTalk weekly live stream. Y'all know how it goes down on a Thursday night with your boy Ike. What's going on, y'all? Might look just a little bit different. A little bit of the lighting, some stuff like that. A little bit darker than what it normally is. I'm actually standing. I have a standing desk. I've had a standing desk for forever now. Just never thought to do a live stream standing up, man. I sit down like I'm gonna say at least 85 to 90% of the day. So I kind of wanted to, do it a little different, stand, get some calories burning and that type of thing. But let's get that quick check, see how audio and all of that is looking. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. It doesn't even look like I'm standing up. Like I'm looking at the preview. It doesn't even look like I'm standing up, in all honesty, man. Yeah. Should be dope. All right. Let's go ahead and get right on into it, man. Hope all of y'all week out there is good as always, yo. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. So we got the homie Brad in the building. He said, "Evening, everyone. It ain't Thursday without Ike." Hey, man, I appreciate that. Hey, my Pixel Fold sister from another mister, JoJo in the building. JoJo, you got charged yet? You got that card charged yet? Is it on the way? Let me know. I'm looking at Best Buy, man, waiting for pre-orders to go live. Got Umar in the building. What's up, homie? Hope everything is good on that end as well, man. Hope everything is good on that end. I say we got Jeff in the building. Blessings to everyone. Blessings to you, my good friend. Blessings to you. Shay in the building. Shay, Queen of Steeler Nation Kennedy, said, "Hey, Ike, what's up? Hope everything is good with you." She said no charge yet. Okay, it should be happening probably because I know, because you ordered yours through T-Mobile, right, JoJo? I've ordered a couple of phones from them, and typically, like you said, right before they ship is when they charge you. You get your charge maybe in the middle of the day that they're gonna ship it. So I would say if it's still slated to come on the 18th, which is Tuesday, more than likely you'll probably see a charge like tomorrow or something like that, and they'll ship it out like tomorrow or something. That way it can make it to you and all that other good stuff. But yeah, that's what's up. Hey, Umar said doing fine. Just seeing the Reddit melt go even further. Also, even more drama and stuff is going on over there. Because in all honesty, man, I haven't even taken a looked at Reddit anything since Boost and Apollo went down. So I've honestly just been like F Reddit, in all honesty. I love the wealth of knowledge. Like you can literally type in any question and put like Reddit at the end, and you'll find some type of answer to it, man. So it does kind of suck, but I can't do it, dude. I can't. JoJo's definitely not going to be like Uno. When she gets hers, JoJo's going to open that bad boy up in the car. Like if she has to go pick it up, she's going to open it in the car. If she has to get it to the UPS, because T-Mobile uses UPS going to knock on the door, and JoJo's already going to be behind the UPS guy opening up the box while he's still holding it. Like, I just need the phone. Forget the signature. Like, yo, I already know the feeling, man. Like when UPS knocks on the door, I got the Nest doorbell. So I get the little notification on the watch with the preview. I'm like, it's Christmas in this bitch. Yeah, y'all know. Gotta keep it a family show. At least I be like that, man. Like real talk, if I have to go pick it up from like the mail slot before I get back to the house, it's already open. Like I might not have the phone out yet, but it's already open. Oh man. Yo, Genosis, what's up, big homie? Hope everything is good with you, man. Hey, Easy E said, "What up, peeps? What up? I still got your latest podcast in the watch later, man. So right after the stream is typically when I get to check those out. So can't wait to see what's going on. Topic should be a good one for sure." Yeah, she said, "No way." She's opening that baby up right away. Yep. See, easy said it. It's like Christmas, man. It's like Christmas. It's like Christmas. Y'all might start live streaming like this normally, standing up. I kind of like this. This is chill. This is chill. For those that's just kind of trickling in, I'm actually using my standing desk and decided to stand up, burn some calories. Been sitting all week. It's been sitting all week. Well, it's been a short week, I should say. I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm off today and tomorrow, and then obviously I don't work weekends. So a little 4-day weekend for the most part. Had some personal stuff going on. I wanted to get that all sorted out or whatever. Hey, top flight security of the world is in the building. Barry is in the building. Yo, Barry, I don't want you to give any spoilers to like any of your videos or whatever for your Pixel Fold, man. But how are you liking it? Like just general impressions. I haven't asked you. Just like I said, general impressions, as far as you having it for, just about a week, that type of thing. How are you feeling about it? How are you feeling about it? Are you liking it? The cameras, the apps, is that a big deal for you? Like I said, you don't got to spoil anything, but I'm just curious, man. Guys, like my cup? My wife bought it for me from Hot Topic. It's a Gryffindor cup. For those that know, I had to come in with the Gryffindor shirt. I can see me trying to stretch there. Go Gryffindor. And I don't have my keys on me, but I actually have a Gryffindor lanyard as well. Hey, Ron, what's up, man? Hope everything is good with you, man. Thanks so much for coming through. Jojo said, I'm going to need to control myself and not unbox the knife to the door. UPS guy going to think I'm going to attack. Facts. She's going to open the door with a knife like this. Oh, man, it's too funny. Yo, Jojo, I could totally see that, too. And like to have like the big, because Jojo has like a pretty big smile, too. So it's like ear to ear, like the scary movies, man. That'd be wild. You got to do that, Jojo. Like, I don't know if you have like a Nest doorbell, but you got to get like a camera and film that. Like, that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. The Pixel Fold is the only phone that's so exciting. I don't know, Easy, man. You got some other stuff coming down the pipeline for sure, dude. Like, Nothing Phone 2 just dropped. We'll talk a little bit about that tonight. I think that's pretty interesting. And then we got OnePlus Open. They're getting ready to launch that probably at the end of August. Z Fold 5 too. Absolutely. Hey, Evan, what's up, man? Hope everything is good with you on that end, homie. Thanks so much for coming through. Yo, I really like this standing up thing, yo. Barry said, I am not a foldable guy. I am loving the Pixel Fold. Strong words, man. Strong words. I love it. Short, sweet, to the point. I'm with it. I'm not going to ask him to give any more than that. I'm going to definitely wait for the content because I know it's coming. Hey, T-Dot in the building said hello. Hope all is well. Yep, everything is pretty good on this end, T-Dot. Thanks so much for coming through. Ike BFS with Ron Weasley all day. That's my homie right there. All day. All day. Hey, Lulu in the building. What up? Hope everything is good with you, man. Hope everything is good with you. So let's go ahead and get into this first article, man. I know most of y'all have already been running this on y'all Pixels and things like that, man. I've honestly been playing the backfield. I've had bad lucks with every beta, iOS and Android, man, that I run on my devices. So let's go ahead and get into it. Obviously, Android 14 Beta 4 has released. So check out some of the changes. There's a nice amount of, quality of life stuff, little small details, things like that I want to cover, man. So absolutely dope. Bradley said, we have Carnival. Oh, Carnival next week, Monday and Tuesday. So getting those days off. My God, there and share some pics. That's fire. Yo, I was watching, what is the show called? 90 Day Fiance with the missus. Yeah, I know, y'all. I don't no, absolutely no judgment whatsoever. I started watching it with the missus and got super invested in the characters. But one of the couples, I think she was from Brazil, and they had Carnival, and it was just like a big party, like almost like somebody throwing like a street party, but like the whole country almost. Is it kind of like that, Bradley, where it's just like a big, party type deal? Or is it like an actual carnival, like as what we would have here in the States, Ferris wheels and all that other crap, good food? I say off the rides, but I will mess with the carnival food, man. But I ain't getting on no carnival rides. Y'all can miss me with that. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So we got here's everything new in Android 14 Beta 4. So following last month's big update with lock screen clocks and shortcuts, Android 14 Beta 4 for Pixel devices is now available. We're diving into all the Android 14 Beta 4 new features and every single change. The newest updates will be at the top of the list. Be sure to check back often because they're constantly kind of updating it and all that other good stuff. Expect at least 3 more releases before the consumer launch later this year to Pixel phones. If you want to quickly install the Android 14 Beta 4 on your compatible Pixel, and I'm not going to read through all of those, but it is dope that finally Pixel Tablet and Pixel Fold are included as well. They weren't before because they weren't out yet. I mean, hell, if you want to be honest, Pixel Fold still technically ain't even out yet. You can't even go into like a Google store and pick one up, but yeah. Be sure to check out our step-by-step guide. Yeah, they're going to cover all that stuff. And then these are the other betas here and all of that. So let's go ahead and get into some of these, man. Let's get into some of these. Janessa said, I haven't touched the beta. July's update has been pretty good. Yo, same. I kind of am getting to the point, man, where like I really want to put this on my phone, but I'm just going to wait for the Fold. Once I get the Fold, I'm going to put the beta on my Pixel 7 Pro. I'm not doing any betas on any of like my primary devices anymore. I just always have bad luck. And it's not even like the particular phone. Like even on my iPhones, I've had bad luck with iOS betas, man. So me personally, I'm staying off of them bad boys. I'm staying off of them. All right, but first change that we want to take a look at is the share sheet tweaks, which I feel like they're tweaking this almost every Android version. I don't know if it's just me that noticed that, but it does look cleaner, especially like when you look at like what you're copying and sending like the image here, the image, and like it overall just looks cleaner. It looks clean, so that's dope. We got some new profile pictures. So if you don't want to use your, default picture for a profile, which I don't really know anybody that doesn't, you do got some new ones here, some little playful ones here, like the little puppy, flowers, a little planet. Yeah, look like a little flower there. Cool. This is actually really dope. The auto confirm unlock. So when you're typing in your PIN on your Pixel, right now you got to hit that little button at the bottom to confirm the PIN. Which some people may like that because it's like even if a person like takes your phone and they're just typing in the code, like even if they guess it, even if they guess it right, if they don't know to click that little next button, they can't get into your phone. But I like just being able to do it. I don't have to put in my PIN on my phone often, but like if I have to reboot my phone or something like that, I like the auto confirm unlock. That is pretty dope. So yeah, it even says it here. This is slightly less secure than tapping enter to confirm. Yeah, I get it. No biggie. No biggie. No biggie. No biggie. Got manufacturer year, which that's whatever in my opinion. Most of us techies know when these phones come out by year anyway. You got a new mute status bar icon. So this is the old one. This down here is the new one. So it matches what's in the volume slider. So it looks pretty dope there. More obvious on tablets, how to split screen, which I thought the Pixel Fold and Pixel Tablet already had this. I know I've watched a couple of Shane over at Scary If Literal. I've watched a couple of his videos, and I know he's been doing split screen like this on his Pixel Fold. But nonetheless, still really, really dope. Now you just press and hold on an app, no matter where it is, if it's in your app drawer, if it's on your home screen, whatever, and you can hit that split screen button. I think that's absolute fire. No lock screen clocks or shortcuts on the Pixel tablet. So for some reason, the Pixel tablet doesn't seem to have like all those fancy different clock fonts and all of that stuff. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's something that they'll add later on. It honestly doesn't make much sense for me for them like not to add it. Dual column widget picker. This is pretty clean for like your bigger screen Android devices instead of just having, the little list. Let me see if I have it here. Widgets. Yeah. Let me bring down the top down. So like instead of it being like that, where, let me make this smaller, where it's like just a straight line. I actually kind of like the little side, profile thing a little bit better. Excuse me. I actually like this a little bit better for sure. Pixel Tablet and Pixel Fold support. We talked about that earlier above. And then you got the Android 14 new Easter egg. It's supposed to be like a space theme. So it looks like they're stepping away 100% from desserts and candy and all of that stuff. And now we got a whole space theme. So And you got a ton of other little, bug fixes and stuff like that. I'm not going to go through all of these. Just check out the article, 9 to 5 Googles, where I tend to get a lot of my articles. Here's some other resolved issues, and I think that they have a known issue spot down here too. Okay, maybe not a known issues, but yeah, could have sworn that there was like a known issues section. But either way, that's Android 14 beta 4. I'll be playing around with that once it comes out for everybody, later on this fall. Bradley said it's kind of like Brazil. There have been parties almost every day. Those taking part wear costumes. Okay, so yeah, it's the same exact thing as what I saw. That makes sense. Oh, you also said it's been really smooth. That's what's up. Hey, Gwendolyn G in the building. What up? Hope everything is good with you on that end. All right, let's go ahead and get into this next article. Close out of that one. So, like I said, mentioned a little bit earlier in the stream, Nothing Phone 2 goes official for that price point of $599. Ask us anything. They have like all of the specs and all of that stuff too. Just kind of wanted to go into it and just give like some first impressions, things like that. I honestly have no plans to get one, mainly because all of my funds are tied up until Pixel Fold comes in. But I overall think that it's still a pretty dope device. It seems pretty iterative over last year, which seems about right for like a brand that's just starting up. I wouldn't expect them to be going crazy and trying out a bunch of different designs and all of that stuff. They're trying to keep it as cost efficient as they possibly can. So I kind of noticed, I was whose video was it? Tech Chap, I think. He was showing the 4K 60. I was like, yo, that looks really clean. Like not for just like a $599 phone, but for any phone. Like it looked like I don't want to say surprisingly good, because I mean it's not like I expected it to be terrible, but like it looked really good. Like, wait, this might be some of the best video I've seen on Android, period. So I don't know. Y'all definitely go and check that out and let me know. But the video was really, really good. Like I was like, wait, this is really good. So I'm not sure what kind of wizardry and witchcraft they got going on there, but let's go ahead and get into it. So Car Pays Nothing is back with its second smartphone, the Phone 2, which is officially launching today. Here's what it brings to the table. The original Nothing phone was a mid-range device on paper, but one that has strived to be a flagship where it counts. With the Nothing Phone 2, the young company is effectively releasing a refined version of that original device with a similar but tweaked design and improvements throughout the camera, software, and power under the hood. Excuse me. My bad, y'all. All right, we got table of contents and we got some specs and some features. So, Nothing Phone 2, 6.7-inch OLED LTPO, 1080p, 120 hertz refresh rate. And let me know also while we're going through this, if y'all are interested in Nothing Phone 2, if y'all picked one up, let me know. Also in this pricing category, I want to say we got OnePlus 11. If you have to choose between OnePlus 11 and Nothing Phone 2, even if you don't have either device, which one would you pick up? Anyway, so we got an under display fingerprint sensor. That's also camera-based face unlock. Android 13, Nothing OS 2.0. So this new version of Nothing software skin on top of Android is one of the big new additions this time around, with the startup bringing much more of the software in-house. Definitely good, less hands in the pot. The software is still quite clean, but you'll find touches of Nothing throughout, including a host of custom widgets for the home screen and a special icon pack that shows all of your icons in a monochrome theme on the home screen, whether the app supports Android's themes, icons, or not. That's dope. Because like the biggest problem with Material U on the Pixel, and I think that this just might be, and we could talk about this a little bit, I think that this might just be an inherent issue with Google, and they kind of just have to figure out that it's just not going to work in their favor. With Material U, app developers have to support it for their apps. It's not just something that you could just turn on and turn off. So, and I think Google, one of their biggest flaws, in my opinion, is I won't say putting too much work, and I don't want to say putting too much faith, but sometimes, man, and Samsung has kind of shown this, at least on their end, with some of the ways that they do, certain implementations and things like that, where they'll do the extra heavy lifting so developers don't have to, because app developers pretty much wouldn't anyway, right? And I want to say like a good example of that would be like nothing supporting the monochrome theme, whether they support it or not. I know Google is working on it. Like we did see it in some betas and things like that, but that's something that I think when it comes to these kind of features, Google needs to find ways around app developers, right? Because we already know, and this isn't a knock to app developers, resources, money, all that stuff definitely plays a factor. But if they don't have to code or optimize for a particular platform or form factor or a particular API or feature, they're not going to, right? It's all Android tablets all over again. And even if you want to say, because everybody says, apps are better on iOS and all that stuff, app developers have been slow to adopt new features for iOS too. I remember when the iPhone 5S came out and we first got Touch ID. I want to say at launch, we maybe had a handful of apps with Touch ID, and it took app developers like 6 months for them to get on the ball. I remember like there was a updated list every day on like one of these news sites where it would show the apps as they were being updated. And obviously, as it became normal, they kind of stopped updating it. But like they would have a list of apps and they would update it, every day on what apps actually supported Touch ID. So it's not even a Apple versus Android thing. It's a app developer thing. So like I said, in my opinion, it's not a knock to Google at all. I know we're kind of going off on a tangent. I get it. Like you want to give the tools to your developers in hopes that they do the right thing. But I would just say time and time again, like we've seen too many instances of really dope functionality, really dope features that devs just don't take advantage of. So, like I said, me personally, man, I mean, even looking at, let's say, like Pixel 4, when they came out with the Soli and all of that stuff, and app developers didn't take advantage of any of like the radar tech. Some of them didn't even adopt Google's Face ID, and in my opinion, a lot of people's opinion, it was better than what Apple was doing at the time. But like I said, it is what it is. Just Google kind of needs to, instead of always saying, let's create the tools for the devs to do it, since devs aren't seeming all that interested in doing coding for anything unless it's a slab phone. And this is obviously going into fold and tablet territory. Just Google, y'all might have to figure something out. And I know that that's easier said than done, but we might need to fundamentally change how apps run on all platforms, right? Instead of having to worry about app developers. But let's go ahead and get through some of these. I see that y'all are commenting. Umar said, I would go with the OnePlus 11 because it feels like nothing is still cooking. That's valid. That's valid. Ron said 11 for sure. Okay. Hey, Jason C, man, what's up? Hope everything is good with you, homie. Google should just force theme everything system wide. They're being too nice. Brad, look, here's my thing, dude. And this is kind of where I'm at. I think that there needs to be a set of certain features or APIs that in order for you to post your app in the store, you have to meet. Now, obviously, y'all know how I feel about tablet apps on Android because I'm a foldable person. I like foldables. I think that should be one of the requirements. Like if you want your app posted to the App Store, excuse me, if you want your app posted to the App Store, you need to either stretch your own app out. I'm not saying Google or Samsung make a workaround for it. No, you need to either stretch your own app out for bigger size devices, or you need to give a column view. Period. Like you need to like. I feel like in order for, and this is even for Apple, because not every app on iOS and iPadOS supports bigger screen devices either. So this isn't like an Android versus iOS thing. This is just across the board. I feel like there's gonna have to be a time where Google and even Apple has a little bit more strong arm to be able to do it than I would say Google does, because Apple has been known for being quite the dictator versus Google wanting to be more like, we're cool with everybody, we love everybody type of thing. And I think Google's gonna have to lose some of that. Like, because I'm gonna be honest, like with all of when we first went over to Android 12 and we had all the new Twitter issues that we never had. If I'm Google and I'm captain of Android, whoever runs Android over there, I'm getting on the phone. Look, dude, because they're on Twitter too. It's not just us as creators. I'm like, dude, what's going on with your app? What are you doing? Like right now with the issues going on, what are y'all doing over there? Do y'all need assistance? Like, and I get it. It would be a lot for them to do that with every app developer, but I don't know. I just feel like they're at some point Google's gonna have to set some hard boundaries, or else you're not gonna see a bunch of tablet apps. Like people are like, oh, you got to give it time to bake. I'm gonna be honest. We've had foldables since the Galaxy Z Fold 1. And there we still don't have app developers scrambling to make tablet sized apps or anything. So I know Google being a part of that conversation changes it a bit. Like it does change the conversation because now the actual platform manufacturer is involved as well. So that does give it a little bit more credence or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Genosa said Google got to close their system. Ah, I don't know if I want them to necessarily close it completely. Maybe we get Fuchsia, which can run Android apps, and that way we can still have the Play Store and all that stuff. And Fuchsia will be Google's kind of fork. Well, I mean, in that case, we're kind of still in the same issues and the same problem. I don't know, man. I just, like I said, I don't know if I would want Google to be the only definitive Android player, like in terms of this for the software side. I don't know if I would want that. Main reason being is because Google can be a bit slow to adopt certain. Okay, looks like we might be back. We back? Yeah, we good. All right, that wasn't y'all. That was me. Hold on. That was me. That wasn't y'all. That wasn't y'all. That was me. All right, I decided to check the preview. Yeah, we're good. Wi-Fi, Spectrum, trash. Y'all already know. But yeah, man, I don't know if I would want to see them be like the definitive player in terms of like Android because it can be a bit slow to adopt certain things. Cough, cough, floating apps, cough, cough. They still don't have it, and everybody else does. So, like I said, I don't know. I don't know. He said, or it'll continue to be a gong show for Android app devs. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's definitely a hard problem to solve. It's a hard problem to solve. I don't envy Google in that regard, but yeah, I definitely don't disagree that something needs to be done. Yo, James, what's up, man? Hope everything is good with you. Jason C said, there's a lack of motivation I feel for developers because foldables aren't widely popular. Exactly. No, exactly. And this is definitely part of it. And that's why I think it's going to take like, in my opinion, this is why I feel like it's going to take Google to either force app developers by saying, look, in order for you to post to our store, you need to have your app react this way when it is a big screen device, and that be the end of it. I mean, even if they make it as simple as developers only have to add one API string and then they're covered, I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Because most apps, when you think about it, they pretty much have the same layout. They have the main content of the app and then like a navigation bar with a bunch of different tabs, so to speak, right? I'm spitting, but tabs and all of that, right? So even if Google set up like an API that you just type in one line of code, and when you're on a big screen device, your nav bar switches to the side because it's a tablet or a foldable, and then your content stretches out here and adjusts itself. Even if it was just one, which I know that Google doesn't have that right now, but like one line of code like that. I mean, like I said, I don't know. Easier said than done, dude. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I know what goes into it because I don't, man. But I don't know. They gotta do something though. When Apple makes their foldable, you're gonna see every app already optimized. Apple gonna make sure. That's the thing, dude. I'm like, so I think Apple is definitely part of the conversation, as in order to help it go mainstream. I will say that Apple has a habit of taking tech that's out there and making it more mainstream. I will say that. Um, I would say once they do make their foldable, you will see some app developers that don't typically develop for tablets kind of step up. But I still feel like you'll have your Twitters, your Instagrams, and all of that. More so Instagram than Twitter. Whereas like they ignore anything that is not a slab. So I don't know, man. We'll see. Because Apple's definitely working on something over there. I don't think we'll see it for a while, but I'm pretty sure we'll see it years from now at some point. James said, yes, indeed. Our guy Qatar got into Demon Slayer now. Yeah, better late than never, man. Demon Slayer only got what? 4 seasons, 3 or 4 seasons in total. He could catch up, no problem. All right, but let's go ahead and finish up this article. I really want to get into the specs, man. The specs. So we got a Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, and they made sure to point out a 2022 chip. I mean, the 8 Plus Gen 1 is still a fantastic chip, and they even call it out here, but that's the same solid processor found in devices like the Z Fold 4, OnePlus 10T, Motorola Razr Plus. While it's not the latest and greatest, it should be stellar. Actually points out that using a slightly older chip comes with the benefit of additional optimization time. Definitely true. It's also a major upgrade over the Snapdragon 778 used last time around. Definitely true. You also got 8 GB of RAM in the base model, 12 or 128 GB of storage. You also get a 256 and 512 model, and those come with 12 GB of RAM. You got a 4,700 milliamp hour battery, 45-watt wired charging. Definitely a step because I know the first generation didn't have charging that fast. 15-watt wireless charging. Obviously, no charger in the box. Everybody needs to fix that. We know that. So you'll need an adapter to get that speed. And you get the transparent charging cable, which is pretty dope in my opinion. I like that. The whole kind of presentation for it, I was watching Tech Chat unbox it, and it looked pretty dope. Yo, what up, LaShawn? Hope everything is good with you, big homie. Yo, speaking of LaShawn, if y'all don't know, tomorrow night, open mic night. Make sure y'all come through, 9 p.m. Eastern time. The homie here, LaShawn, is going to be doing his thing. Go show that man some love and some support, yo. Also, obviously, they brought back the Glyph interface. Get the LEDs on the back. So they split up the lights into more sections this time around and can react to notifications, calls, and more. While also having some additional special features. Big upgrade this time around is massively raising the number of LEDs in one strip. Yeah, we already kind of know that for the most part. So before we get into cameras, I like the little feature that they have with Uber, where if you like book an Uber, it'll show you the progress of the Uber on the LED. I think that that's a really dope idea. I don't turn my phone down face often, so it's kind of gimmicky for me. Anyway, I'm not calling it a gimmick because somebody will find that beast, but I do like that it's different, that it's fun, right? Yeah, I think that's really cool. Hey, no problem at all, man. Have a good night, dude. Have a good night. All right, so cameras have also been updated. So we got a 50 megapixel IMX 890 for the primary and a 50 megapixel JN1 for the ultra wide. No telephoto to be found, but there is a 32 megapixel selfie shooter. So you got the 890s and the OnePlus 11, and OnePlus has done their thing with it for sure. And I think the JN1 ultra wide is what the 10 Pro is using as its primary, something like that. As far as presentation and selling you the device, yeah, Carl Pei is a beast, dog. Like I actually like Carl Pei. Like I actually like him. Like he seems like he would be pretty dope, pretty chill, man. Pretty dope, pretty chill. He has a good attention to detail. Is the thing I like the most about him. Like his attention to detail, like how people get on me about my animations and all of that. That's the type of stuff I know he pays attention to as well. Like those that most people wouldn't care about if you have it running right, but when it's not running right, it kind of sticks out a little bit. So yeah, definitely like Carl Pei or Carl Pie, however you pronounce it. I like him. He's a good dude for that. The attention to detail is what a lot of companies, in my opinion, lack these days, man. Rounding things out, nothing touts its improved sustainability with the phone using recycled aluminum for several components and recycled materials throughout the device. The entire build, which also now features a curved glass on the back instead of the flat back, the iron and board. It also has an IP54 water and dust resistance rating. Phone is sold in a new gray color and white. And I will say the gray is pretty fire. The gray is pretty fire. Definitely pretty fire. Okay, so they did use it for the ultra wide. So the ultra wide from the 10 Pro and the primary from the OnePlus 11. Got you. Appreciate you, Barry. Carl cares about the enthusiast first over the mass consumer, and I see that too. I'm just wondering if they can sustain that though. Genosis, like I don't know, because that kind of was what happened with OnePlus. Like they were all about the enthusiasts and all of that, and see, yeah, he said hopefully it doesn't change down the road. But is it profitable to be enthusiast first? Are you going to sell enough volume to keep the lights on? It's kind of where I'm at. Like even if they keep up the whole enthusiast, but come out with like something that's more for the masses, on the side, I mean, that might even work. It's kind of like having, your normal phones, which are for everybody, and then having like your major premium be like a foldable or something like that. Most people aren't and shouldn't buy the foldable, but it's there for that enthusiast crowd. So I don't know, man. It's definitely hard. Hey, Ivan, what up, man? Hope everything is good with you, homie. Sep Dog, what up? What up? Hope everything is good with you as well. He said, we finally have the nothing phone in the States. That 512 is tempting. I've always wanted a Reese Android. Okay, I hear you, man. Go ahead and pick you one up, dog. $599, $599. But definitely not too shabby, man. So $599 in the United States. They're selling it through their store. Phone runs for a price of $929 in Canada. Here's the full breakdown in terms of the pricing. Like I said, definitely doesn't look too shabby. $800. Me personally, I'm gonna go with a Pro Pixel. Well, no, Pixel is $899. So this is like, what phones do we have like around that $800 price point? Because OnePlus 11 is pretty much stomping everything at that $600 price point. Like OnePlus is kind of killing it. That's why, like, we're kind of seeing rumors that Google might be going up in price on the base model Pixel 8 to what is it? I think they said 650. What is it? Yes, I think 650 was the rumor price. Let me see. Pixel 8 price increase. I think he said 850. Oh, hold on. Just had it. Yeah, 649. 649. So 649 for that, or $599 for the OnePlus 11. Good grief, man. Jeez. That little segment is kind of heating up, man. As far as I know, Jason, they don't have a carrier deal. They don't have a carrier deal. So this one is one you're gonna have to just buy right out from them. I would like to see nothing pair up with the carrier. I think that would be really dope. Like maybe if they partner with AT&T, get like a blue nothing, a blue colorway for AT&T, kind of like what the Razr did with T-Mobile, where they came out with that magenta colorway specifically for T-Mobile here in the States. That like in my opinion, those type of collabs are pretty dope. So I would like to see them do something like that. Come out with like a magenta nothing phone that's all transparent and everything. Like that would be pretty cool for like a carrier deal. I mean, the OnePlus 12 is supposed to come with the 1-inch sensor, supposed to be running an IMX. Yeah, that's the rumor. But the thing is here, the OnePlus 12, and trust me, we're going to talk about that a little bit later too. That was the one I was kind of saving for last. But the thing about that, Umar, I doubt you're going to get the rumor specifications that is coming with this OnePlus 12. And I doubt you're going to get that for less than $900, bro. Like, the price for that device is going to go up. And people are like, yes, man, I can't wait to see OnePlus bringing this phone for this crazy price at the OnePlus 11. They're not going to do that. If you think they're going to do that, you are setting yourself to be pissed off. And I'm going to be honest, they shouldn't. Why are you offering what is currently right now the best sensor? Well, I won't say overall best, but the biggest sensor, which we know drives up price. How are you offering that for $599? Like, it's not happening. So me personally, man, I say I need a 1-inch phone that has NA bands. No, I want to see it. I want to see it. I'm just ready to pay for it. I have no problem paying, Pixel 7 Pro price, even if they go $999 here in the States for a OnePlus 12 with all the features and everything that I'm about to talk about when we get to that article. I'm fine with paying $1,000 for that. Easy. Honestly, man, like I would pay $1,100 for that before I would pay $1,100 for an iPhone and before I would pay $1,200 for an S23 Ultra. That's just my opinion. Though. I love the S23 Ultra. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, OnePlus did the damn thing this year with the 11, man. Like I still to this day am like going back and forth with like, yo, if I really want to pick one up, I'm looking at the OnePlus Open, but I don't know if I'll be able to afford that. Like, yeah, like OnePlus really has piqued my interest. There were only 3 phones that I was like, this could potentially pull me away from the Pixel Fold. And this is before obviously I've used the Pixel Fold, but I'm just I love the Pixel 7 Pro, and the Pixel Fold is a Pixel 7 Pro that folds. Are there going to be things that are slightly not as good? Cameras, battery. Yeah, I know. I'm fine with it. Leave me be. Pixel Fold is, I'm saying it now on stream, Pixel Fold is more than likely going to be my daily driver of choice. But there was 3 phones that could like pull me away. One was the OnePlus Open. I was really, really excited to see, or I am really excited to see that. I just don't know if they're gonna have a periscope. Like people are saying a 3x periscope, and I'm kind of like, nah. I want at least 5. But anyway, because I kind of need zoom at this point. OnePlus Open, Pixel 8 Pro, OnePlus 12. Those are the 3 phones that I'm like, I'm gonna need to keep my eyes peeled because those could pull me away. Z Fold 5, as of right now, I'm planning on skipping it. iPhone, I'm not buying this year's iPhone. I actually gave my wife my 14 Pro Max, and I have her 12 Pro Max. If I need to get like an iPhone fix, I probably won't grab the iPhone because I'm kind of trying to get out of this habit of just buying phones because they are like the newest thing. Rather than buying things that could potentially become the daily or have like a specific use, like I need that for that. I don't really have a need for, an iPhone right now. And Z Fold 5, I don't know if they're going to change enough for me personally to warrant that upgrade from, hit the mic, from the Z Fold 4 that I already have. So we'll see. We'll see. He said, I do agree with you. People are setting themselves up for anger. Let me move that because we're talking about something else. OnePlus, Ike, they got a complicated timeline. I mean, hey, we know that. We know that. You got to pay and that's my thing, Brad. It's like a lot of people are pretty hyped about the OnePlus 12 in the rumor specs. As a matter of fact, man, we can go ahead and pull that up and we'll save the other article for last. But we can talk about that. But like I said, I'm kind of in the ballpark of like, they can't give us what is rumored here for $599. Like they can't do that, man. They can't. Like, it's like, no, it's not happening. $100 million in threads, and I still haven't even set up my account. I'm slacking. Nothing Phone 2 got the bands to make you dance in states. I'm done. Nothing Phone is a no-go for me. That flashing. Oh, dang, I didn't even think about that, Ivan. That's a good point, man. Didn't even think about that. Hey, we definitely, it's the foldable, so we talking about it here, man. Hey, that iPhone 15 Pro Max is going to be mine. 2-day battery life. Here I come. Hey, I'm going to live vicariously through you, James. I'm living through you, man. You don't want that USB-C iPhone. I will be, man, I'm going to be honest, bro. Like, I've pretty much gotten rid of like almost everything in that I had in the Apple ecosystem. I sold Sepdog, my AirPods Pro 2. I sold my AirPods Max to somebody on Twitter. My wife has my 14 Pro Max, and I have her 12 Pro Max as like a trade-in for the next phone that I want to get. Probably the OnePlus, in all honesty. I might just trade it for the OnePlus. But either way, and then the MacBook Air, I just sold that. I sold my M1 MacBook Air. I want to grab a Pro with the SD card slot, but for right now, I'm just chilling for the type of videos that I'm making, and I haven't been super consistent anyway. DaVinci Resolve is more than enough, and I've just been using DaVinci, and I have it set up the exact same as Final Cut. So for right now, man, I'm pretty heavily out of the Apple ecosystem, man. Honestly, don't really plan on jumping back in. BG said OnePlus 11 powerhouse. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is. Let's go ahead and talk about that OnePlus 12. So the OnePlus 12 adds a center hole punch periscope zoom camera to the same design. I'm not mad at that at all. The OnePlus 11 design did grow on me, and when I first saw it, I wasn't the biggest fan. But it's definitely grown on me. It's definitely grown on me. 14-inch MacBook Pro is legit. I want to upgrade to one. Like I said, I'm gonna eventually get another Mac. I'm just kind of taking my time with it, in all honesty. Let's see. So OnePlus 12 apparently won't look very different from the OnePlus 10 Pro, or 10 Pro, I think is when they started the whole side thing or whatever. Or OnePlus 11 if a new leak is to be believed, but the design does change as the result of a couple of new additions. So on leaks and smart pricks, published a set of CAD-based renders that show off the OnePlus 12. The device, likely to launch early next year or very late in 2023, is apparently going to be mostly unchanged from its predecessors. Like the OnePlus 10 Pro, 10T, and 11, the design of the OnePlus 12 has an offset large round camera module. Camera module connects to the frame via a small metal section around the left side of the camera module. Also, we got that alert slider and the power and volume buttons. Phone looks practically identical. 2 key changes. Obviously, we're looking at that periscope zoom. Still no word on the optical zoom level this will bring, but it will use a 64 megapixel sensor. Beyond that, selfie camera gets a welcome change. They're going to be moving it to the center. Hopefully, they also bump it up to 4K. That'd be pretty dope too. I know Oppo just added 4K 30 to the Oppo Find X6 Pro, if I'm not mistaken. He said nobody leaves the almighty Apple. Dude, I've done it on multiple occasions. Yo, Jano says, I'm willing to bet you that I won't buy any more Apple products for the rest of this year. Like, I will bet you $15, bro. Like, that's going to be the easiest $15 I ever made. Like, because for me, there's nothing with the Apple ecosystem that, like, I have to have it. Like, iMessage, I pretty much only talked to 1 or 2 people using, like, the iMessage. Like, I cared more about, like, the pictures and stuff being full quality. But I can tell you, like, FaceTime doesn't lock me in. My mom and my dad both use Android phones, so we use Duo. My oldest son who lives in Texas has an iPhone, but we use Google. Ooh, speaking of which, I need to text him too. Okay, there we go. Yeah, hold on, y'all. We got to put a pause on the stream. I got to text my little one. Completely forgot to text him today. Still up. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Forgot to text him today. But anyway, yeah, like there's nothing that holds me to the Apple ecosystem. Like, there's things that I miss. I miss CarPlay. Dear God, I miss CarPlay. I really, really do. I like the new Android Auto, but just having features like being able to change the audio output, like if I'm pulled in and I'm waiting for my daughter at dance, I could switch the audio back to my phone or through Bluetooth earbuds, whatever. Same thing, like if I'm on a Teams call, it's not locked to my dashboard. So like if I got my kids in the car or my wife in the car, she don't want to hear a meeting that I'm listening to for work. So things like that is what I miss about CarPlay. But I would say, like, there ain't nothing that I'm like, I gotta have Apple products for. Like, easy as 15. He said 15, bro. That's dipping into my coffee fund. Okay. My bad. Yeah, let's show up $15. That'll be the easiest 15. Bro, we could go in. Like, if you want to, I'll bet your paycheck versus my paycheck that I won't buy any more Apple stuff for the rest of the year. That would be so easy. That would be so easy. I'm sure that the hey Kia, hope everything is good with you, homegirl. I'm sure the 15 Pro Max is gonna be absolute fire. I think it's gonna be a bomb phone, man. I really, really do. I'm as of right now, I'm not buying one, and I honestly don't have any real plans to, man. AirDrop, I got Nearby Share, dude. And even when I have my iPhone, I didn't use Apple Music. I use Spotify. I'm sorry, James. I know. James is like, I'm so disappointed in you. I know, dude. I'm sorry, man. But I use Nearby Share, and it works just as good between my PC and my Android phones, man. And I use Spotify. I'm not big on like, oh, I need lossless and this and that. And yeah, man. So for me, I'm not really tied in, dude. Not really tied in. Hey, Kia did get that fold. She did. All right, but let's go ahead and wrap this one on up. So we got, yeah, pretty much I'm saying not a lot else is known about the device, but this is pretty much what it's going to look like. Overall, pretty clean, man. I'm just happy that OnePlus is finally doing a periscope. That's been the biggest thing. That's kind of been the pause for me. Ever since having periscope, man, back on like the Note, dude, I'm like, the Note 20 Ultra, I think, in terms of here in the States anyway, was like, I think the first phone that I had that had periscope zoom. I've been hooked, man. If something doesn't have a periscope zoom, it's not even in consideration for my daily phone. Like, it's not. Like, I was we were at Disney on Ice. Don't judge me. We were at Disney on Ice, and my wife had she was using her 12 Pro Max at the time, the one that I have. And bro, like, to watch her try to zoom, and then I just come in, punch in 10. I think I had the Pixel with me, and I think I had either the Galaxy or the Pixel, one of the two. and I punch in and I'm snapping. No, I have my Pixel. I punch in 5X and I'm just snapping like details in the characters' costumes and all kinds of crap. And she's like, you know what? She put her iPhone away. I'm gonna just enjoy this with the kids. You take all the pictures. So we got a and I know, don't judge me for this. We got a Jonas Brothers concert. I'm taking the missus. She's a big Jonas Brothers fan. Yeah, I'm taking her to a Joe Bro concert, and I already know she's like, you ain't gotta pay attention, but you definitely taking photos. So I'll have the Pixel Fold. I honestly might even have the Pixel 8 Pro when that comes. So I'll be able to get some shots and use that for some shots to show you guys what them cameras is about. But should be pretty dope. But yeah, OnePlus, they never had Periscope. Now they finally are bringing that. That's another reason why I'm pretty sure that price is gonna go up. So get your pockets and your pocketbooks ready to spend that extra guap, man. I'm pretty sure OnePlus is cooking up something that it's gonna be worth it. Also, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which we ain't even heard nothing about yet. Well, we got rumors, but nothing official. But Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. So definitely going to be fire. They're talking about wireless charging could come back. That's whatever to me. It is what it is. But yeah, pretty dope all around. I'm looking forward to that, man, for sure, for sure. Hey, 10 Hook, Savage in the building. What up, man? What up, what up, what up? No, I haven't watched it yet, man. Is it actually good? Like, it kind of seemed like people was like joking that it was good, like kind of memeing it a little bit. And I was like, is it good though? I'm kind of curious. I've never been a fan, dude, of spatial audio. I don't use spatial audio on anything personally. I just don't like it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like super old school with that stuff, dude. But like I hear like some people like talk about, audio and lossless and all that stuff. And I'm just like, bruh, if I could play it in my car through Spotify and download my songs for offline, I'm gravy. Like I'm gravy, man. I'm gravy. I'm gravy. People are down bad for short hair. Lois Lane, her hair is short. Why does it matter? Let me see. Lois Lane, Adventures with Superman. Let's see this. Let's see this. Oh, she's got like the Vidal cut. Yeah, she got like the little Vidal cut. Oh my gosh, bro. People are really complaining about this. Like, are you serious? All I'm asking is the show good? I don't care about Lois's haircut. Is the show actually good, man? He said, yes, it is. Superman is legit. Okay, so James, what would you say on a good wise? Like, would you say it's as good as like our like shonen animes? Is it just like something that you kind of watch because you got nothing else to watch? Like, what level are we talking here, man? What level are we talking here? Oh, Umar, I got you. Okay, I thought people were mad about it. I got you. I'm not gonna put that comment up, but I got you. I got you. I got you. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, they wilding for that. I mean, it's an anime character. I don't know how you can feel much of anything off of that, bro. It's like little protons and electrons, but I don't know. Never mind. What do I know? I'm not gonna judge anybody for what they like. All right, let's go ahead and get into this last article, man. And it is the Honor Magic V. Oh, Jack Quaid from The Boys. He's the main voice of Superman. Okay. He got a Sailor Moon transformation. What? That's funny. Janelle says there's a Superman anime called The Adventures of Superman. And I thought it was like a meme when it first came out, but it looks official, and I guess James said it's good. And I gotta respect James's anime taste, man. Like his anime taste is really good. Like he's put me on to some hidden gems for sure, man. But yeah, I'm hearing that it's pretty good, so I might have to give it a shot, bro. But it looked like a meme to me when it first came out. I was like, there's no way that they're really doing this, but who knows, man? Maybe it's really good. But anyway, we got the Honor Magic V. It's a foldable, and they're saying nearly as thin as a regular phone. I think it is thinner than like the iPhone 14 Pro Max and all of that. All episodes are gonna be free for me, Sep Dog. I mean, come on, dude. All episodes are gonna be. Let me stop incriminating myself. Let me stop. On to the Honor Magic V2 foldable. So, anywho, this is how thin it is. I thought it was as thin as the 14 Pro Max that they were talking about, or maybe that's the weight. It's lighter than a 14 Pro Max. There we go. I know in terms of cameras, you're rocking only a 3x. I can't do it, man. I need a periscope. Need periscope. But anywho, latest book style. And I know they can't fit it in the device this thin, but I'm gonna be real. I get it. Why people want thinner foldables. I don't want. I'm not gonna say I don't want. I don't care if you have to make the little bump bigger, whatever you need to do. Put me a periscope in there. Huawei has a device that's almost as thin as this. I think a little bit thicker that has a periscope. So I'm not trying to hear that. And Pixel Fold is only a little bit thicker than the Huawei, if I'm not mistaken, and that has a periscope. I need a periscope. It ain't got to be the best in class, going head to head against these slab style foldables, but put a periscope in there, please. One of the inherent challenges of a foldable device is thickness. As folding a device in half quickly adds up, many foldables have settled for a form factor around 12 to 16 millimeters thick, with the Z Fold 4 being one example of a thicker option. At its thickest, it's 15.8 millimeters. Some others have made progress, of course, such as Google's Pixel Fold being 12.1 millimeters, and the Mix Fold 2 from Xiaomi being 11.2 millimeters thick when folded up. But Honor is now pushing the boundaries here, with the Magic V2 foldable being just 9.9 millimeters thick when it's folded up. I am going to talk about something that's really, really dope with this, and it's the battery. When we get there, we're going to spend a little bit extra time there. And that's for China today. Honor Magic V2 builds on last year's Magic VS with the 7.92-inch inner display, 6.43-inch outer display. Both have 120 hertz. You got to. That consistency is necessary, and come in at those resolutions respectively. Outer display has 2,500 nits. That's really, really dope. Inner panel 1,600 nits, which is really, really good too. I honestly feel like anything over 1450 is bright enough to be able to see outdoors, just as long as the screen isn't really like reflective. And I know Pixel Fold is pretty reflective. Matte screen protector is sitting right over there. Inner screen or the inner display. So this one they kind of got wrong. It's both displays, if I'm not mistaken. Both displays are stylus compatible, and the stylus came in the packaging that a lot of people unbox too. I don't know if it'll be like that when or if you buy this device, but here's the stylus here. And this little faux leather looks really, really clean. I love the little print on the hinge. That looks so clean. The hardware when opened up is just 4.7 millimeters thick. Things will vary by model. The thinner version uses a leather backplate, while a glass back model adds 0.2 millimeters to the folded thickness. Still, it's incredibly impressive, and I agree. This is amazing. They were able to do that. Under the hood, the Magic V2 is packing Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, Android 13, 16 gigs of RAM, 256, 512, and 1 terabyte. Rear cameras, you get a 50 megapixel main, 50 megapixel ultra wide, 20 megapixel sensor for telephoto. You got a 16 megapixel selfie camera on the front display. What do they have a camera on the inside display? Oh yeah, they do. It's a punch hole right here. I see it. Where were we? Yeah. Despite being so insanely thin, it's thin. What is thin? Thin. It still packs one of the biggest batteries in any foldable, 5,000 milliamp hour batteries. That's much bigger than the roughly 4,400 and 4,800 milliamp hour batteries in the Z Fold 4 and Pixel Fold. And the Magic V2 also beats out both these devices with, say it with me, 66 watt wired charging. Every phone should have at least 65 watts, in my opinion. There is no Qi support. At least give people 10 just to say you got wireless charging. Convenience. Sue me, why don't you? It's unclear when the Honor Magic V2 could make an international debut. Magic VS only arrived back in February, but in China, it will come with a starting price of 8,999 won, I think is how you pronounce that. About 1250 USD, which don't expect you to do conversions and get it. You're not. Even if you import this, you're not going to pay 1250. If it goes global, you're probably looking at 15 to 1600 in all honesty. But even still, what I wanted to talk about was this battery. I want to try to see if I can find a picture of this battery. Yo, hold on, y'all. Honor Magic V2 battery. Let's go. I'm trying to see if I can find. Here it is. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get this big. Here we go. Let me make that bigger. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I got you. All right. Here's a picture of how thin the battery is. Now, what I'm saying, and the reason that this really came to my attention, is I'm really hoping that Honor somehow figures out a way to mass produce this in terms of being able to offer it for everybody's foldable, right? I don't care if manufacturers got to buy a Magic VS2 and reverse engineer this joint. This needs to be the standard in every freaking foldable, bro. Every foldable needs to have this battery tech. So the batteries, and this is the hinge too. The batteries are about the thickness. Ben from Ben's Gadget Review he said that they're about the thickness of like a little bit thicker than a credit card. Here's some of the batteries too. I wanted to see if I could find the Forbes, get out of here with the ad. I can't find the one where he was holding it, but yo, this battery tech is going to be the new standard for foldables. It's going to be the new standard for foldables. I can 100% promise you that. Because the fact that they were able to fit a 5,000 milliamp hour battery in a device this thin, oh yeah, like this has to be the future. I don't know how long it's going to take other manufacturers to figure this out and copy it for their devices, but yo, we need this because foldable. If any device needs a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, it's a foldable for sure. You're trying to power 2 displays. Like, bro, this thing is nuts, man. Nuts. Oh yeah, you missing out, dog. New episodes of Bleach? Yeah, absolutely. He said, damn, I'm late AF. Hello, everyone. Yo, what up, Delvon? No problem, man. No biggie. We wrapping up here in a little bit. Nah, man, you got to get your content out first and foremost. You can always, like you said, catch the replay, dude. Hey, I see Spec Tech in the building. What up? Hope everything is good with you. Hey, free to watch on YouTube. I'll take a look at it, see what's up. Yep, super thin. Super thin. Yeah, I honestly am, Genosis. I'm more excited for this battery than the bigger battery in the 15 Pro Max. Absolutely. Which, yeah, they are getting, I think I talked about that last week, if they are getting bigger batteries or whatever. And I am excited for that. Because with those batteries, with an iPhone, that's definitely going to be 2-day battery life, even with like moderate to heavy use. I could still see people getting 2 days of battery life if they go to 13 Pro levels of optimization. Because the 14 Pro was like an ever so slight step back. Like, if I was getting 10 hours screen on time on the 13 Pro, I was getting like 8.5, 9 on the 14 Pro. But yeah, really excited about this new battery tech, man, because it's something that all manufacturers who make foldables could benefit from. So I'm hoping that Honor either finds a way to like mass produce this or source it, which they probably won't source it out. They'll patent it and sell it. Or like I said, manufacturers can buy a Honor Magic V2 and figure out how they do it and reverse engineer that crap. Because yo, yeah, and the thing is, dude, as much as I would love for them to share it, there's no money in sharing this tech. Like there's no money in that. And let's keep it real. Google will probably sell more Pixel Folds and Honor will sell of this phone. And that's saying something because we know Google's not going to sell a ton of Pixel Folds. They're going to sell a lot probably for Pixel sales, but like you're talking about Pixel devices already are like, I won't say a niche because I don't think that they're niche devices, but the people that really mess with pixels is like a niche within a niche. Then you throw another niche on top of that with the Pixel Fold, and then you got this, which this device, even if it goes global, yeah, nah. Yeah, it won't be free, and I'm cool with that. Even if the manufacturers have to pay Honor to like use the patents to do this tech, I'm fine with that, man. Because this is crazy. Like, think about it. The Z Fold 4 has a 4,400 milliamp hour battery, so 600 less, and it is significantly thicker than the Honor Magic V2. And that's not to call out the fold because it's not the only thick foldable, but still, that's crazy to me. Like, that's crazy. So no excuses for anybody no more, man. You need a 5,000 milliamp hour battery in your foldable. If Honor can do it with this, man, and other manufacturers like Xiaomi, for example, and even Google, they're making theirs ever so slightly thicker to fit periscope cameras in there. So you got to make your device a little bit thicker anyway. Just use this tech. Give us 5,000 milliamp hour batteries. Next year should be the year of 5,000 milliamp hours for all foldables. For all foldables. But this is really dope tech, man. Like, this is really dope tech, and it gets me really excited. Hell, we could even get this in slabs, in all honesty. Save space in your slabs with batteries this thin. Then they could fit other components in there. Like, this can benefit everybody, man. Everybody. But that was the biggest call out that I wanted to make with the Honor Magic V. I think it's going to be an absolute dope phone, man. And I'm really loving the hardware. They're really pushing the boundaries in terms of hardware, man. I just really want that battery tech on everything. I could definitely appreciate that. So, Honor, big thumbs up with your boy Ike. But we're going to go ahead and start wrapping things on up over here. We went a little bit over, just a little bit over this evening, man. But I want to take that time out, as I always do, to thank you all for coming through, showing y'all love, support, hitting that like button on your way out. Wink, wink. But yeah, appreciate everybody for coming through, showing that love and support. Thanks again. As always, this is Ike's Tech Talk. I'll catch you all in the next live stream. Peace.